Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 25. It is Tuesday morning, and I'm heading out to the office. It is 32 degrees outside. Looks like it's going to be a cloudy day. There's just a gloomy, cloudy look to the day today. Today we're going to try to recreate yesterday, where we had some decent luck at a nearby casino, and hopefully we can do the same thing today. Yesterday I had a little bit of fun with the episode title. Trying to remember here what I named it. It was the Mega Monday Money Melee Making My Midday More. And the description was Made Money Monday, making more mean moves. More money making may make my meaningful millions more manageable. I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, today is going to be an ordinary Tuesday, but we might luck out. We might have an opportunity to do some extracurricular stuff. So we'll have to just take it one step at a time and hope all that stuff becomes possible. So today I have a team meeting for our mid-year fiscal year update with the team. I have a meeting with my manager, and then I have 2 more meetings after that. So after my first meeting is when we'll head off to the casino, and then we won't be able to do anything else till late in the afternoon unless something else changes. But hopefully something does change, and our goal obviously is to make money long term, not to have a great job. But if the great job provides us with free money, so to speak, then we're going to protect it as much as we can. I'm all caught up on my work, so this morning is going to be just doing a few things here and there, and then probably finalizing plans for our trip. I'll be booking hotel rooms today as well, and then be looking for some of those, I don't know what I called them. Did I call them experiment episodes as well? So just want to do a little bit of research. I'm actually going to test a couple of different things and see how they work out. So, but I'll need, at least a sample size of 300 to 500 spins or hands or whatever. So, anyway, heading out to the office. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. It is 9:33 a.m. Wait a minute, MW, you have a meeting at 10 o'clock. What are you doing here? What is going on? Well, things change. So it turns out the meeting is not for my team, but since they had this big, huge setup yesterday for that motivational speech, they decided to have another thing today, and this one's going to be about an hour long as well. Well, the plan was going to be, when I found that out this morning, the plan was going to be, all right, you sit through it and you get your work done, and then you go to the casino. Well, no, because I have 5 other meetings today, and one of them got put right in the spare time that I had, right in the middle there. So it makes it impossible for me to go to the casino until this afternoon, late afternoon. So in order to get around it, and I noticed that I really don't have much work to do. I just have a couple things to approve that just came in a minute ago. I can do that, no problem. But other than that, I don't have anything else to do. So I was going to download a file that I have on my home computer to work on it for the trip, but for some reason it's not backed up. So I'll have to back it up tonight, and I just have an old version at the office. So it makes it hard to work on the trip efficiently. So I decided to leave before the meeting starts, because you won't be able to use the entrance at that time, because that's where the meeting takes place, and they won't let you walk in and out. So while the meeting is going on, I will be out of the office at the casino making money, and then I will be back after the meeting and after lunchtime, around that range, and then I'll do my 5 meetings, and then we'll head back out to the casino. But this way I get 2 stops at the casino instead of 1. So that is the long story about why I left the office at 9:30. So anyway, we are gonna see what we can do here. Normally I'm not here this early. I suspect there's not going to be much happening, but we're going to give it a shot. And I did not get any food from home today, so I may use my free food today. Thinking maybe do like a burger with no bun. And in case you're wondering, I have lost a little bit of weight, not very much, but a little bit. Let's see. Just to give you an idea, it lost about 1%, so which is nothing. But anyway, that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back, and so I get to this place, and actually I didn't realize that company-wide meeting is an hour and a half, not just an hour, so I had plenty of time. But I come in, I'm looking around. Okay, it looks like someone was already here, but let's look around, and I see a play that's a tough play. It's an expensive play, and it's about $10 a spin. I think about it for a minute. I decide to go ahead and play it, and I played it through. It took a little bit of money, but I played it through, and I was ahead like $215 by the time that one was over. And then I played a lot of small games, nothing major, and made a little bit of money. I talked to a guy, another advantage player, and he's like, isn't that weird that they're reopening those games? I'm like, what do you mean? They're not reopening those. They're replacing them with these other games. Well, it looks like what happened was they had 4 of these games. They were replacing 2 of them with some other games. Those games were not approved, so now they're changing them back. Well, the reset level on this game, at least from what I'm seeing, is a positive play. So I'm like, okay, well, when are they going to open these? And we walked around and talked for a while, came back around, and it looks like they're going to open them tonight. So I am going to make sure that I come back after my last meeting, and if they're open, I'm going to sit here and wait. If they're not open, and hopefully they'll get open tonight, and it could be a lot of money. The thing is, there's 2 machines and there's only 1 of me, and so I may need some help. So I may actually call a family member to help me out. I've never gotten any family member involved with this stuff at all. So I may end up doing that, and hopefully we can lock down both of them and make some money on those. So right now I'm just stopped at a gas station and gonna get some fuel here, get back to the office, and that spot I ended up ahead $238, so plus $238 there, and get some fuel here, get back to the office, and then hopefully this will be a long episode because there'll be a lot of good stuff happening tonight, and maybe I'll report to you along the way, let you know what's going on. So that's what's happening right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back being sneaky. We're being sneaky here. So got back to the office, took care of a couple meetings, and then one meeting that I was in is part 1 of 2 meetings for the day, and I thought, hey, we could combine both of these meetings and save time. But no, they can't do that because it's too much to talk about. So they spent 10 of the 30 minutes of the meeting talking about how 30 minutes is not enough for 2 30-minute meetings. and then we finished 10 minutes early. So we would have finished 20 minutes early. So we could have talked about both things, but that's okay. So we finished that one early, and then I had a meeting with my boss, and he canceled that due to being in another one that was running long. So I had some time, and then I have a few more meetings to go to this afternoon. Well, I decided I'm going to leave the office. I'm going to run to the casino, check on that slot, and if it's turned on, I'm going to ask for the rest of the day off. I'm basically going to just use a medical or something like that for the rest of the day, because once it's turned on, there's so much money potentially that you could make. I don't want to miss out on it. So I'm running over to the casino now. And then I have 2 meetings coming up. And if it's not turned on, I do the 2 meetings in the car. Then I go back in the casino for the rest of the day and wait for it to get turned on, and we'll see what happens with that. So that's the plan right now. I've made up, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, about $120 today in miscellaneous items, and yeah, we'll see what happens. It's getting warmer now, but it was in the low 30s this morning, which is amazing considering it almost hit 70 yesterday. But right now it's 39 degrees. It's a sunny day, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. So it's 3 hours after I went into the casino. So guess what happened? I was able to play. So let's kind of go through it here step by step. I walk in, I check 2 machines by the door, nothing there, and I go straight to the machines that I'm waiting for to see if they're open yet or not. I go there and they're not open, so I'm all right with that. I walk around, look at some other stuff, and I decided right then I'm not going to leave until they open up or someone tells me that they're not going to happen tonight. So I played some other stuff. It was right about even the whole time, and then there was a high risk play in the high limit on a machine that's a new skin for a different machine, and it was always tight, but it was in position, and I got nothing to do, so I played it through, and it was a mistake. I went from being ahead like $47 to being down about $800. So you know what, actually I think I need to adjust how much I made. I made 100 less than what I thought I made, minus 100. Okay, gotta make sure our math is right here, because it's very important for stats and everything else. So let me just fix this real quick. All right, so now I'm down $800. Play another machine, and I lose another $87, $81 on that. So I'm not happy. I'm involved for $1,000, and I have $109 left. So I'm like, well, you know, this is like the money I made yesterday. I just gave it back today. I'm not very excited about that. So I'm waiting. I take another lap. Finally, as I'm going around again, I see a slot technician working on it. This is the same guy who was working on it earlier today, and I asked him if it was going to open today. And I said, are we getting close? And he said, yeah, I'll have it ready in a minute. And I'm like, really? Okay. I'm excited. So I hang back about 10 feet behind him, and he finishes up just like he said. It just took a minute or two, and basically what he was doing was spinning it and recording how much money he won or lost on the spin, making sure that it was working properly. So he gets up and he starts messing with the second machine, and I said, is this okay to play? He's like, yeah, go ahead. Because they still have like the straps, like the little the straps they have in the line, to keep people in line. They still have those around it. But he lets me sit down, and I start playing, and then he finishes up with the other machine like a minute later. And they're not like exactly next to each other. They're like at an angle from each other. So, man, I have to be passing a cop on the highway. This isn't fun. Jeez. So They're not exactly next to each other. Man, sorry, passing a police officer on the highway here after I was doing like 12 over, so I'm gonna love it when he comes up next to me here in a second, or behind me. So now they're like next to each other, but at an angle, so you can kind of just see the other screen, but not exactly. So I stand between the two of them, and of course I've got my temporary tags right now, which you can't see in the window. I'm going to get pulled over for sure. I know I'm going to get pulled over. Okay, now he's kind of passing me, kind of not. Anyway, so I'm playing both of them at the same time, and it's getting kind of like hard work. It's going to be hard work because I'm reaching around a corner and pushing two buttons. And you know how some of them have a button on both sides, so if you're right-handed or left-handed, this isn't one of those machines. So I'm playing, and then I'm thinking to myself, I got to get help here. So I call my brother, who have never gotten involved in this ever. All he knows is sometimes I go to the casino and I know how to win. That's all he knows. So I call him and he's like, yeah, I can't leave work right now. I can leave in like 15 minutes and then I can be there. So it takes him about 45 minutes to get to the casino. I did not get pulled over, by the way. So 45 minutes later, he's pulling up, and this machine has 20 bet levels, and all 20 of them are in range. So two machines, 40 bet levels, ranging from under $1 to $30 a spin. So we're talking about a massive amount of money. And I'm going to tell you, well, I'll tell you in a minute. So I start at the lowest level, and I'm working my way up. I get to the $10, I get to the $12, and then I stop, and I'm like, do I really want to play the $30, $25, $20, all those different ranges? Do I really want to play those? Because I was just playing under $1, and I made like $12 on that bet level. Am I going to blow it all back at the end? I know it's in range, and it's positive EV, but do I want to take that much of a risk? And so I decided that no, I didn't want to. So on one of them, I accidentally left a $12 play, but other than that, anything over $12, so like 18, 20, 25, 30, those bet levels, I left them. And what I did was I called a guy. Initially, I had sent a text message to some of my friends, and no one had replied yet. So I called somebody, and we made a deal on it. And so he came over to play, and I sat there with him. Between him and me, we ran $39,500 in spins through, which actually is not bad. It's not that high, really. And I ran about a third of that through. He ran the rest through on his card. So he did the W-2s, I did my own W-2s, and then, we figured things out from there. But here's the final numbers, approximately, because I actually took pictures, but I don't want to get into exact pennies because it doesn't matter. On my portion by myself, I ended the session just for that machine. I had approximately $2,600, right? $2,700. And after he came out and he ran 27,000 through, he ended up with after taxes, he ended up with a loss of $170. So running $27,000 through. So really he made a profit, but after taxes it's a loss of $170. And then on my way out, I played a couple other things. So I was up, whatever, 27, 2,800. And then you subtract the money I lost. Before that, unfortunately, I was up 28 and lost 900 before that. And I ended my session total, including everything, plus $1,913.21. approximately, exactly, actually. So plus 1913 on that session. It was very interesting, and I got a chance to spend some time with a guy that I really haven't. I mean, I've talked to him for 10 minutes before, but we really got 45 minutes to an hour of about 45 minutes of talking to each other. And like I said, his half was about 45 minutes. Mine took about the same, but there was a lot of stopping with his. I only got one W-2. I believe he got 5 W-2s along the way, and that sucks really, because it just the taxes was, not including federal, was over $1,000. So that's kind of painful, but we did what we thought was right. We played it when it was in range, and then we went back through every level, and we found one or two other borderline plays that we liked. We played those separately. I ended up ahead like $47 on mine. He ended up ahead like $27 on his. So really, we had really cleaned up everything that we could. We really didn't leave anything. And now, I don't know if he'll play anymore when I left. But he normally plays a lower level than I do. So he may go back and play a few more things. And it's all cool, though. He was happy. I was happy. He got a lot of points. I got a lot of points. And I made money. And I made the right decision. I've just heard of a lot of people talking about some of these machines that reset levels, and they make maybe 12,000 at the lower levels, and then break even by the time they get to the upper levels. And I didn't want to take that risk, so I think I did all the right things there. So that's it. So for now, I'm going to let you go, and I'll be back in a minute to update you some other stuff. All right, guys, let's do our segments. What did you eat today, MW? Today I had a triple cheeseburger with lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion, no bread, and no fries. So I just had the meat, the cheese, and the vegetables. It was excellent. It was good. I did have a small bag of chips, about 100 calories, and that's it. That's all I've had to eat today. I'm heading home right now. Going to have dinner at home, probably a T-bone. And I would rate that burger probably like at least a 10 on a scale of 2 through ace. It was really good, and it really hit the spot. And what did you tip today, MW? Well, I think you know that I got one W-2 today, and it was bad. It was a low amount, 1,217, some dumb amount like that. So unfortunately, just like yesterday, it was 1,206. This one's $12.17, $17, $18 over the minimum to get a W-2. So I tipped $10, and that's it. So I tipped $10 today. Had a good day today. I think I made 19, 21, 51. 2151 plus the miscellaneous that I did, which was like another 160 today total by the time it was over. So I made about $2,300 today. So nice day, nice price, and we're gonna head home. We're gonna relax. We're gonna get some dinner, and we're gonna sleep, and we're gonna travel tomorrow. I do have my work laptop with me, and I need to do some work tonight, but shouldn't take me more than an hour. And then tomorrow I have 2 meetings early in the morning. I'd like to be at my first casino before that, because it's 2 hours of meetings, and then I'll be free to do whatever from there. So that's where everything is. That's where we stand. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.